Yeah, I had some problems with the video, so this is take 3. You have to have patience if we do our work right. So let's see what's going on in the Divine Masculine's mind space at the moment. The mind space of the Divine Masculine, he's independent, he has everything that he wants, he has all his cups fulfilled, but the one cup of the Divine Feminine that is not there. I feel the energy of the Divine Feminine is, he knows who it is, he knows, that he's almost ready for her to come into his life and to share his life with. But that's that one woman that he knows that's out there for him will come his path. The only thing, it could be that he already knows her, that they already met each other, and that he thinks, now I'm ready, because I feel the Divine Feminine is ready to make that leap of faith. And if I'm not quick enough, she will move on. So, he wants to make that leap of faith with his Divine Feminine. Okay? And what was the other one? That was, in what's in his heart space. In his heart space is new beginnings that he wants to make. He wants to materialize the Divine Feminine into his life. New beginnings on all levels, on love, on communication, of everything. But he wants to materialize this. And that's in his heart space, because he knows in his heart space that he is ready and she is ready for the next phase in their lives. So he is in his masculine energy to go and get her. It could be that he is on his way to get her, because he knows she is not waiting. And there are some things that he needs to be leaving behind. It's about, the betrayal, the backstabbing, the hurt that he did, or, or the Divine Feminine. But it's vice versa here. He needs to get in harmony with himself, and he knows that he needs to leave the old behavior behind, and the old fears, and the old programs that is running his thank you guys. Every time when my ancestors are here, my nose starts to itch. To create that new world for him. Okay, so what's going on, what he needs to release, what is his higher self saying about this? The letting go of the backstabbing of the past, what I already told you guys, of releasing of the, no, not releasing, letting go, releasing, then you release a contract. So let go, it's in the past, or heal it. That's what his higher self saying. You need to heal that you are not trustworthy, and that has to do with your own worthiness. Feel yourself worthy enough, because you don't need all that stuff. The backstabbing, the lying, the stealing, the cheating. The higher self say, if that's still in your program, if that's still in your cells, in your subconscious mind, if it's still running a program in your body, you're not ready to do this. You're not ready to take on that leap of faith. You have to work on yourself. And because it will return to you. What you do to someone else, it will come back to you in a later stage of your life, and it will drag you into the darkness, because there's always karma in play, karma and dharma in play, you know. And when you really let go of it, and you are able to make that step forward to heal that part within you, and it's the part that you are conscious of, and that you're repeating and repeating and repeating time and time again, or it happened to you. That's another scenario. Or it happened to you. Then you have to, yeah, that's not an easy task, you know. When it happens to you, and it has to do with betrayal, with lying and cheating, and know that it takes 8 years to get that energy out of your cells. It takes 8 years to take that energy out of your cells. 8 years to take it out of yourselves, out of your cells. And why do I say it 3 times? Because then you're getting a new program, letting it go, and being aware of it, that what you repeat for 3 times, it's much easier to let it go. So that's it. You know, your cells holding this intelligence, emotions, and if that is still in your system, you know, let it go, because it is. You need to be pure for 8 years to let it all out of your system. Otherwise, it repeats and repeats and repeats itself. And not with this, maybe with another partner, maybe not this partner, but the next partner or the partner after that. You know, you take all these energies with you, and it keeps on going, going, going. And then you're repeating every time the same. So those cells are more programmed to do the same again in a next relationship or a next partnership. So why is it so important to clear your energy? You know, and for women, a lot of women I know are celibate, and that's because to release all that old energy out of their subconsciousness, out of their cells, you know, reprogram their thinking, what is necessary to change all of it, you know. And that's if you, and I know also men that are celibate for a long time, because when they shift and pure their cells and their bodies and everything else in their system, you start as a new program, you know, you start anew. So that's why a lot of women are aware what the cells do, what the programs are doing, and how can you totally reset it. And if you are pure blood, if you are pure in your system, you have new cells, new higher frequencies within your cells, then all the old programs will out, all the old disease will dissolve, you know. Dis-ease, you know, disease is dis-ease. You're not at ease, your cells are not at ease, your body is not at ease. So when you let that go and you keep yourself pure for 8 years, then you're calling in your divine masculine. And your divine masculine knows this and feels this. So this is also for the divine masculine, you know, get yourself purified. Detox yourself. Detox yourself from your ex-partners. Detox yourself from the same behaviors, you know, or you're in an, it could be that you're in a system that you're programmed, and that you're meeting the same people from that program that can deal with this and that can handle this. But if it's good for your karma, don't think so. You know, that's the only thing I can can hear and feel about this. So what's going on for, what is he going to do about this? He's going to do about this being in balance, you know, being in this balance energy, balancing himself out, um, before he's entering one of the doors. And he knows for sure, you know, if it's a good sign or not a good sign. And, you know, he has a choice, to make a choice. If you know that you're making the same and same mistakes again, you know, and you want that's one particular divine feminine in your life, why you would take another detour, you know, to get that, you know, in your system again. So why not just wait for that one to come your way, and that you're healed? Don't take sideways, you know, to distract yourself. You know, we all want this energy, and we all know that there are women there to distract you from your path, to you know, to lure you in or to get you in, and it's just about the ego. It's about your worthiness. So if you have a low self-esteem, and you have a low self-worth, you know, you're attracting also those people that resonate with you. And honestly, you won't get rid of them. Even if you want to get rid of them, you won't get rid of them, because they have that low worthiness just like you. So you have to work on that, to make that, and make yourself worthy for that one divine feminine. You have to step up your game. And if you're lazy and you're not wanting to do the work, okay, then you're just going into the distraction, into the distraction, into the distraction. And there is you know, the further you go from that one divine feminine. So get yourself in balance with your self-worth, with what are you worthy? Why do you throw yourself to everyone that wants you? Because you want to be seen, you want to be acknowledged, you want to be adored. If you're in that oneness with yourself, in that space of being between the breath, you know, is that stillness, is that beautiful pure container where you are enough for yourself, you're enough for the universe, you're enough for source. And what else do you need? You don't need to have recognition from other people. You don't want other people around you to say what you need to do, because your inner self knows exactly what your path is, what your goals are. So it's letting go. Let go of all the distractions and come back into that oneness, and do the work, walk your path, do the things that makes you happy, you know, instead of being a slave for someone else. Because it's, when you're getting into a distraction, you're getting in a lower world. You know, you need to know your worthiness. And oh, you know, I want to be adored, you know, I'm getting this this satisfaction on all levels. You know, if it's not from this person, is it from the other person? You need to be good enough for yourself. You need to be good enough for your inner power to become stronger and stronger, and so you can say no to the wrong type that comes into your onto your path again. You know, first you need to listen to your energy field. You need to listen to what your feelings are. If your body is woof, you know, holding back and giving you this energy of, whoa, this doesn't feel right, but you're still going on with it, you know, then your body already and your energy already gave you the sign, this is not good. And you know that karma is coming back to you for that. So it's, you know, letting go, letting go, letting go, letting go, letting go, and be content with yourself. You know, the only one that loves you is you. You know, when you're in that silence, when you're in between those breaths, you know, that beautiful space where the vision exists, where the future exists, the past exists, but also the now exists, and it all dissolves in nothing, you know, and it's you're in that nothingness, in that space that is, there's peace, there is love, there's understanding, there's worthiness, and you're enough, you know, when you're in that space. So yeah, that's what it is. That's just the purity, and you don't need anyone else to say how good you are or what a beautiful person you are, because you know, because Source is telling you this, because Source is filling you with that love. If it's the goddess or the god or Jesus or Mary Magdalene or whatever, you know, we're all soul pieces of that collective energy. So, you know, that's it. Feel yourself worthy enough. Not only for, there is no neediness there. Okay? There is no neediness. And that's what the divine masculine feels, right? He is ready to let go. He's ready for the next step and the next chapter in his life, and he is able to go and get the divine feminine. So okay, next card. So he is going and bringing bringing himself in balance. That's what he's going to do about it. So what's the higher self saying about the divine feminine? Or about the divine masculine, sorry. It's not about the divine feminine, it's about the divine masculine. But it has no gender, right? It's masculine and feminine within the divine masculine. So, the Palace of Cups, that's the higher self saying about the divine feminine. It's the place where the unconscious mind is in the space of emotion. You know, it could be that divine feminine or the divine masculine is yeah, seeing that the divine feminine has her place, that she is um, home where her heart is, you know, wherever she goes. And most of the light warriors are traveling a lot to put the Lemurian Atlantic energies all over the world, to activate the system, to activate the new earth and the consciousness, and doing the work of healing for the land, for the people, for everything that needs to go, you know, and needs to change. So that's what's going on. So she is in that space that she's shining her light on everything. Then it needs to transmute within her own, um, in her own system, in her own emotions, that needs to be released, because she is transmuting it, taking it on and releasing it again. So, and she's going back to those energies of Lemurian time, of the time of Atlantis. There is where we can see what happened in the past. You know, what happened in Lemuria, what happened in Atlantis. That's good to remember, so we can change now what happened then. Because we are the light warriors, we are the way showers, we are, you know, uh, they called us crazy because we said what was coming on, you know, what would go and happen in this world. And they didn't believe us, and now everything comes out in the open, and now everybody starts to wake up, because they say, oh my god, they were right what they were saying. Because their consciousness, when you're in that silent space, their consciousness is in the future, is in the past, and in the now. So we can change that. And when we see the future and we're telling about the future, what is existing already for millions and millions and ages, eons of years, you know, now there are more people coming there. The old shamans are coming back, you know, the visions are coming back. We will see, and we can heal, and we can change. And that's why the divine feminine and the divine masculine, doing the work, they don't fear. There is, because their heart is there. They're protected, but it's also where they're going, their heart is there. So everywhere is their home, because they're one with all. Okay? So how does he see the relationship with the divine feminine? That she is his divine feminine. She is carrying that cup of love. She's joyful. She's in connection with her feelings. You know, she is that Lemurian energy. You know, she travels through time. And it could be that she's in the fifth dimensional realm, and in his heart space, you know, he wants to manifest her because he already seen her. And that's what needs to be happening now. You know, he knows that she's there, he knows who it is, and now it's making that energy coming into reality, into his space. And he knows that she is carrying that cup, that she is walking that path of love, of unconditional love, of humility, of being there for the divine masculine. But she also knows it's vice versa. And the second card on it is the Fool. You know, don't be a fool. Don't be a fool to be getting attached to the divine masculine. When you get attached to the divine masculine, you get needy, and then the ego starts to come in, and then your ego starts to make up all these stories, you know, this is my twin flame, this is my divine masculine, this is this. Don't go there. Go in learn yourself to be detached to everything on this world. You know, don't detach to a house, don't detach to material things, don't detach to a masculine. It's, you know, that's what the divine masculine also wants. The divine masculine doesn't want a needy person that he has to take care of, that he has to, you know, do everything for. That is the old paradigm, you know. The divine feminine can hold her own journey, can hold her own self, is responsible for her own emotion, is responsible for her own healing. And if the divine masculine sees that, you know, he has to be the happiness in her life, that she can't make herself happy but needs him to be happy, you know, then you're getting attached, then you're getting this neediness, and that doesn't feel right, you know. It's learning to be detached, you know, and letting go, and knowing that you're a free sovereign being that can make their own decisions on every level. And when you can communicate this with your divine partner, or with your sacred partner, because I changed from divine masculine to sacred masculine, because all masculines are sacred, but when it's a divine masculine, you know, we're putting the masculine above every other person. And when you're sacred, you know, everybody is sacred. Doesn't matter in what line it is. It's just we are on different paths in different journeys, and that's perfectly fine. So feel that freedom, you know. Feel that freedom within yourself. Feel that freedom around you, you know. You're not attached to anything. You're not needy. It has an attachment to your self-worth again, you know. If you are if you don't feel worthy, you know, you want to grab it from the outside. That, you know, you need to be your best company, your own best company. If you can be with yourself, and you're loving yourself, and you're liking yourself, and you're being good on your own, you know, then you know that most of the time that you're ready for the next step, and the divine masculine sees that and knows this. Okay, so thank you guys. Well, I'm closing this off. So what is the higher self saying about this relationship? What is the higher self saying? And the universe. Wow. Palace of Wands. Everything is already there. It's doesn't need to be created. It's already there. It's materialized. And if you want it, you know, you get it. Everything is there. You know, the fire, the passion, the love, the compassion, the emotions, the stability, the balance, it's already there. You just need to move to it and walk towards it with passion and love in your heart. When you really want it, you need to get it. Okay? And this is for the divine masculine. Thank you so much, and I love you all. Many blessings. If you want a divine partner reading for or sacred partner reading for your partner. And the price for August is reduced. So get in contact with me, like and subscribe, and I see you next time. Bye bye. Wow.